Kalea. Oh, it's got some messages from her and Nick. Whoa. Well, boy, is this really Kalea, though? I don't know. All right, chat. So we're going to start here. Here we go, chat. You guys want some shit? Here we go. Here's some tea. Here's some tea. Okay, so she tells him pull up. He says, talk to me. Pull up is a phrase with no meaning. It's like, damn, I thought you'd find it funny. I never know when people are joking anymore. So many people actually got mad at me, Rolf. You know, how have you been? Thanks for shouting my health. It means a lot. I'm still really sick. My dad died years ago. Apparently a lot of jokes about pulling up. It's like the same stuff about pulling up. People decide I was trying to have sex with fans since I decided to talk about trying drugs. Now I'm a drug addict. Well, that was foreshadowing. People are really defensive because Cynthia completely went off the rails, threatening to dox people, trying to get them to calm the fuck down. And then there's this from Kalea. She says, why did you take illegal drugs in your state? I thought lawyers couldn't do that or they lose their license. Then there's this, and he says, not even close, but I did drugs out of the country. I did them in state one time. Yeah, but we kind of already knew that part. That's not really new. But it's worth looking at here. Okay. You know, she says once is still illegal, just looking out for you. Don't you lose your license. He says they stopped loving me and started loving me. They decided a whole bunch of really nasty shit about me and my wife. I'll always defend the farms and the right to exist, but it's hard to love people who call your spouse a whore constantly. Well, looks like that didn't stick around. Notice the date on that. February 2023. Like, well, that's a bit different. We'll move on to this here because Kalea makes a ton of comments. She, wall of text. No offense, Kalea, but we're just... So I don't have time to fully respond to this yet, but I will. Know this. I take counsel fully and happily in the obvious good spirits intended. I've reflected a ton on my life in the past year and learned a lot about me and my path and my relationship with God. I'll share more when I have a minute, but I want to thank you and let you know how happy I've been to see you. Okay. Over a year and a half ago. Oh, I'm sure. Now we get to June. We're into June now. What is your problem now? What have I done to cause you some problem? And she said, what are you talking about? He's like, you know what? Never mind. Why did you demod me? He's like, why shouldn't I demod you? Look, I'm not retarded. People could disagree with any and all the things I do in life or things they have decided that I do that aren't true. That's their prerogative, but I'm not going to amplify bullshit from people. If you have some sort of problem, they can talk to me about it. If people are going to make me a retarded fucking spectacle out of some fiction they have, well, you did that yourself. They can do it without a wrench or they can go somewhere else. I played with the internet for 5 years, giving people way more permission to speak into my life and work than anyone deserved. All I got from it was tree. Sorry, everyone burned all of their bridges with me. Everyone decided the internet can't be fun and open. It must be closed off. I'm fucking tired of giving any bit of myself to people. Good job, internet. You burned it out of me. The internet can find someone else to fuck with. We didn't really take the hint there. And he says, look, a lot of people have been trolling me. And there is trolling. And then there's a repeated implication I'm cheating on my wife. Or that she is a whore. Or we're in some sort of cuckold relationship. Okay, so I guess we were just ahead of the curve. We were ahead of the news. Free speech is fine, and you have it. But if people are going to repeatedly and grossly mischaracterize and disrespect my wife in marriage, then I'm not sure they need to be moderating the channel. I appreciate what you've done, and I was genuinely concerned when you were ill. Remember you said the best course of action was never on the show again, and to help with the name calling. She hasn't been on the show or in locals or posting on her own channel or anywhere else, and yet even you came out with that shit. What happened to hating people that treated her badly? Where'd that go? It's just trolling, though, right? Oh, Nick is so mad. We have Discords now, chat, or we have a Twitter DM. Fuck. This is a gold mine of information. Wow. These are good. Oh my God. I'm just speed reading these as I open them. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit, chat. So what the fuck is happening? What do you care? So she's getting mad that, she's like, well, you demoted me because I was disrespecting Kayla by asking you about Energy King, the guy you follow on Instagram. You know, she's like, I tried to tell you Satan had a hold of you in February 2023. I wish you had heeded my warning. It's honestly shocking what's happening. I have kept quiet on Batanel, but you are threatening Alyssa with striking her channel. Alyssa clips your words. She doesn't manipulate them. You are embarrassed by your own cope streams. Those are from yesterday and today? Oh. My bad, chat. These are from yesterday and today. Oh, chat. This is like hot right now. This is hot right now. This is hot right now, chat. Oh, wow. You spend hours on Twitter. Oh my God, we got to break out the highlighters, chat. That's why you spend hours on Twitter calling everyone nerds and arguing with them. I don't even recognize you anymore. What made you turn your back on all your values and principles? That's where the principles thing came from. Whoa, lad. Don't give me the bullshit answer you said last night on your cope stream. You can't complain about the internet coming in rife when you have put your life out there since day one. Now we're going to move on to the second part here. Alyssa has done nothing wrong. You gave her permission to clip. Why are you going back on your word? Is it because your reputation is tarnished to hell? Probably. Whose fault is that? If you're trying to turn your life around, you sure are going about this aspect all wrong. Boom. And coming from Nick, you fucking retards all thought that meant we were fucking dancers at the resort. We were just being the people that we are and trying to help someone in need. You're trying to help the Mandingos? You're trying to help the Mandingos down in Jamaica? But it's just a tiny bit discreet about where we went for vacation. No, you weren't. You basically dared chat to figure it out, and you filmed yourself there. Because it wasn't anyone's fucking business. Then why did you put the background up, and why did you, you didn't think they could figure it out, Nick? You were playing games. You wanted to get caught. You know you did. I never denied going to Hito. I just didn't answer. You dumb fucking assholes just would not let me have a private life. You shared it, dude. You overshare. Then you fucking bitch when I talked about my private life. So get fucked. We didn't get fucked, by the way. That's all in your gay fantasies. We really just had a great time as husband and wife in a place where no one is angry or mad. Is that really it? Is that really fucking it? Oh, I skipped a Twitter message. Oh, I did? Oh, shit. Okay, hold on here. Kalea is correcting the record, chat. We skipped a message here. All right. So, we actually have to catch up here. Insert page break. What I allowed to happen at that resort. You know why I followed those two guys? One, because they're really nice. Two, we didn't fuck them. Oh, they're just nice guys. They're just nice guys. Three, one of the female dancers who we really liked got pregnant. Which meant as soon as management found out, she was going to be fired. Why? There's going to be dudes with pregnancy fetishes. We were trying to get contact info for her to streetly give her $1,000 for medical expenses. Because that goes a long fucking way in Jamaica. So I reached out to some of the male dancers who I talked about anime and cooking with to try to get her contact info. Oh, I'm sure you were talking about Dragon Ball Z with fucking, Energy King. Were you talking about Redo the Healer? What were you talking about, Nick? Were you like, you guys like Evangelion? What were you guys talking about? Nerd. Yeah, talking to fucking talking to some Jamaican Mandingo bulls about anime. Nerd. Oh my god. I mean, really, was this what's this $1,000? Is that if that was really truly medical care, Nick, good for you. But are we sure that was medical care? That's where it's like, you're so sussy, Nick. I can't believe you did a good thing. Getting back to part 3 here, I found out I really like enjoying being naked in places where it's appropriate. Because I like me and I like me naked. What the fuck is your business, any of it? Yes. I did mountains of cope! You have no idea what I was going through in my life and I still won't tell you. You have no ownership of me. It's like... Oh, you have no ownership over me? Oh. Oh my god, Kelly, I love you. You're just like, you have no ownership of me. You're just like, huh, okay, anyway. You made it to the internet's business when you... Oh, God, I didn't even read this yet. You streamed from your hotel at Hito. You did all about the trip. Yep. No one forced you to do that. All you had to say was, I'm going on vacation, see you all in 2 weeks. But no. God, you're spitting fire, girl. You had some mention about vague details, which made the internet curious. I think you love the attention. Well, I don't think you'd be one of the few that can understand what you've been going through. You can't tell me anything about it. You expect people to blindly believe you when it's hard they take you at your word. You lie all of the time. You've gone back on your word a ton. I've kept quiet about it because you've been waiting. I've been waiting for this full story to come out. You and I have never been hostile towards each other, and I've never claimed to have ownership over you. So why are you going after Alyssa? Because he's a bitch. What happened to your values and principles? He never really had them. You used to be a free speech absolutist. You would talk about how horrible, mundane Matt was, and he was the Boulder King. And others were for being faggots. He was. I remember those. I remember seeing those days on the internet, chat. I remember seeing those days. I remember seeing those days. You gave your listener words. You could clip anything she wants. So your word means nothing. Yes. So he's like, so I don't get to set any boundaries? If I mention something, then you suddenly have the right to all details. That's retarded. So you already thought my word means nothing. I don't value your opinion. Also, I don't lie all the time. But I don't lie all the time. Ah! Ah! Okay. I don't answer things you don't want answered. And not everything about my life is public. It's not a live omission if you don't have a claim on an answer. I don't owe you any information at all. Did it ever occur to you that I gave plenty of information out about Hito so people could just figure it out and I could just not ever confirm or deny it? What? Okay, Nick. I don't care that people know where I went. You seemed really fucking mad about it. I care that I have family or friends who have no business knowing about it, and a clip of I went to hedonism in Jamaica would highlight something that would cause family drama. Then why don't you just fucking say I'm going on vacation? You could have done that. But no, you had to share it. You had to share it. As for Alyssa, I no longer have any desire to let her clip my content. It was always a courtesy. It was. But now you're acting like an asshole. If she wants to do it, she can make it transformative. I have a paying audience. Okay. And the content I make for them is not fuel for clip channels. Buddy, I'm part of that audience. Yes, your content is fuel for clip channels. I'm just saying, Nick. Then Kalea says, of course you could set boundaries. You haven't done that, though. You continued throughout the years to share way too much. But come on, Nick. You know how the internet works. And he does. I thought he did. They are artistic detectives with a ton of free time. Doesn't make it right, but you know the nature of the beast. I didn't think that until you changed, and that's fine. She says, you lie a lot and tell half-truths all the time. Every single person on the planet lies, and that's true. We all lie. That's one thing Dr. House is correct about. Everyone lies. Says, well, I look forward to you telling me your side of the story. Correct, you don't owe me any information. And she's like, oh, so you wanted the internet to figure out? Why the fuck would you want that? Yeah, why the fuck would you want people to figure it out? It doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. But hey, it's a little, exhibitionism is exhibitionism. And also, you want your family to not find out. And once again, it's exhibitionism. So she says, also, you wanted the internet to figure it out. Did you mess up in your message to me? You don't care that people know, but you don't want your friends and family to know. Make that make sense. He's an exhibitionist. If you don't want friends and family to find out, then why post that photo naked of you and Kayla on the beach? Makes you think. Why not be more private about it? Yeah. Oh my God, Aaron! Aaron, buddy. As much as, like I said, I'm not really in this to help Aaron. I'm in this to help Nick. This just kind of fucking shoots holes right through this revenge porn argument. Oh my God. He's talking, it's okay if the public finds out, but he doesn't want people to know. This might be another win for the toe. This might be another win for the toe, chat. But oh my God, Becky. Oh my God. This is how a lawyer thinks, chat. How lawyer thinks, how can I use this? Oh, Aaron, you'll be getting some emails, buddy. You'll be getting some emails. And she says, but didn't your friend Sargon win a case over transformative content? Yeah. And to be fair, just straight up clipping like this and not necessarily in order mocking the person, is it transformative? No. I believe she's made them transformative. Well, by Nick's arguments, when you have the Baldo icon in the corner, that's transformative. That fundamentally altered what you're looking at. She said, except I agree with you that future paid content shouldn't be clipped now that you've rescheduled permission. Yeah, and resetting permission, sure. He says, but I didn't care about people investigating where I went. You seem really fucking upset about it, Nick. I'm just saying, man.
I mean, I think you mentioned it while I was still getting on, but this like completely blows a hole in the whole revenge porn thing. Because,
yeah, it does. It does a lot of this.
Big,
like, I'm okay with people knowing. Yeah. But that wasn't enough for me, including you. You needed me to say it. It's like the Joker. It's like, you needed me to say this for some stupid reason.
He's Scarface Max.
Yes.
What's Scarface Max?
You needed me to say this. You needed me to put on the Baldo. And he says, no, I just don't care if someone paying attention found out. Okay, hey, Aaron, I think I have a way for you maybe to get out of this misdemeanor, buddy.
It's a funny and weird comment.
I'd have preferred to tell everyone anyway. But I'm not alone.
This is like a classic case of like the criminal wants to get caught.
This is like he wanted us to know. He wanted us to know. And he says, look, my family isn't full of obsessive autism. They aren't going to do these deep investigations. But if you blast it in everyone's face and with a direct statement, it's going to go from a passive to an active thing. Again, though, why was it so fucking important to you? Who cares?
It's a train wreck. You can't look away. And if you the thing is, like, so Nick and Ralph have talked about how Kiwi Farms people or anyone interested in this is like losers that have no life. But that couldn't be further from the truth. And even when you saw the people show up in Minnesota, they're like the most normal people, like a community college ad. Yeah. But the fact of the matter is that
it was a very diverse people,
like regular normal people love to look over the fence and see disasters, but they can say like, well, I'm glad that's not fucking me. It's just funny and interesting.
And he says Sargon clipped and arranged the clips to change the content. He did. Alyssa just clips it and slaps on a script or title on it. Sometimes she clips it out, but remember, Nick has said clipping it up a little bit and putting a watermark on it is fundamentally altering it.
Well, yeah, it's completely.
Nick has made that legal argument, so it's going to be hard. And that legal argument can be used against you in a civil context. So if he were to try to sue somebody, they could say you've already made this argument before, and he can't go, no, I didn't say that.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I prefer not to do any of that. I gave her notice and time to correct the action. I didn't DMCA her. I didn't have to do any of that.
This is so stupid though, because like by removing, so Alyssa can still clip anyone reacting to his content, which is probably what she's going to do. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
And he might strike her regardless, but by removing just the pure clips of just Nick, he removes the ambiguous nature of anything and is purely moving it into a critical situation where any clip that is seen of Nick is going to be someone criticizing him for something.
No, I agree.
So it really accomplishes nothing. In fact, it makes the situation worse. At least he'd have a little bit of discovery with the clip channels if he just left it as is. And again, it's the Streisand effect. By saying like, take down these clips, now people are saying, what clips did he take down? Why is they so bad? And people are now searching them out.
And Kalea says, I didn't think that you changed. That's fine. And he said, as I changed. As I changed, so did the method of discussion.
I thought he said that he never changed. I thought he said that he never changed. He was always like this, right?
I agree, yes.
The content didn't change, right? It was never a law channel. What are you talking about?
Everyone tells me they all knew. Well, we all knew you were turning into a drunk, that we didn't know, like, why have a fit about it, Nick? Gee, I wonder why I have a fit about it. Anyway, for the 100th time, Kayla and I did not fuck any Jamaican dancers. We just hung out with them and wanted to help out one of their coworkers.
Wait, so when I was changing trains, I lost the stream for a bit. Yeah. Did he say he was paying money to pregnant women in Jamaica?
To help with the medical issue.
$1,000 to people that are taking trips to... Was it Jamaican people or is it tourists?
It was one of the dancers.
Oh, okay. They got pregnant?
Yeah, and if they get pregnant, apparently they get fired. But I'm like, if he knows all about degeneracy and shit, there's going to be guys with pregnancy fetishes. So it's like, it's all good.
It's very, very unusual
I have
to
my
give
own
money.
I'm just gonna say, yeah, I'll say that's a little, huh? I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that like that.
How much does it? How much does a Jamaican voodoo abortioning cost? I wonder.
They're nice dudes. Like he said, he was talking to him about anime. I'm sure that's what happened. Also, and he says, also, if they touch you, they're fired. I'm sure they fuck fat women for money. Well, you just said they got fired. So it's interesting you know this, but neither of us are fat women. I'm sure they fuck skinny women too, Nick.
Oh my God.
I think that's it. That's all the DMs. So yeah, this is very this whole thing is just weird. It's like I like me. It's like
he's what was it? I think I was calling this "Live Life, Love" maxing.
Yeah, live, laugh, love. His live, laugh, love moment.
I am joy. I am fun. I am cool. It's sitting in front of the mirror. Self-affirmations at 4 a.m.
Yes, every morning.